And we are underway here. The Blades kicking towards the Bramall Lane end, as they like to do in the opening of game. Fleck will deliver it towards the back stick. Westwood just gets a hand to it for a second time. Norwood will ping it towards the back, looking for Egan. I think it came off a QPR man, and on the way through it did, and it's a corner to the Blades. Well, no VAR, of course, in the Championship, as the corner is taken. Short step over by Baldock. Norwood will drive it, and Norwood will score! For the first time in well over 2 years, the corner routine pays off. It's drilled through a crowd. Kieran Westwood, the former Wednesday stopper, gets a hand on it, but he can't keep it out. Oliver Norwood finally back on the score sheet for Sheffield United. 9 minutes gone at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United 1, QPR 0. Ben Davies spinning around far side. Norwood over the top, just a little bit too far on this one.
Now here's the mercurial Gibbs-White. Delightful cross, powerful header, but downward in at Kieran Westwood's near post, and the save in the end is made. Now Adoma glances it in field off the blue and white hoop shirt of Jeff Hendrick, but as he brought it down he was challenged, and Sheffield United win it back. Now the counter-attack is being led by Sander Berger, marauding through the centre circle. Glorious run, then as he pulled the trigger, the backsliding challenge came in. Berger is forced wide to the right-hand side. The ball is pushed wide to the near side, and Adoma, the experienced Adoma, floats one into the penalty area. Barbe at the back of the 18-yard box. 1-0 Blades. Egan ushers the ball into a more central position, and Fleck with a delightful turn to keep Sheffield United on the front foot here. Wide to the right-hand side, and Berger puts on the afterburners, driving to the byline. Can he pull it back? Well, as he did, it's blocked at the Bramall Lane end, and Sheffield United get a corner. Fleck just to take a couple of paces back from the corner quadrant on the right. Up he steps, plenty of whip on it, glancing header away, picked up by Stevens, teasing it back towards the penalty spot. Too many in blue and white in the way. Elias Chair levers his header further up the pitch, but it's picked up by Gibbs-White. Norwood and Fleck conspire over this free kick. The referee blows his whistle. Norwood pings it in right-footed. Good bend on the ball. Might drop in here for Jeremovic, but a long clearance is made by Field, and now Gibbs-White volleying. Just had a little glance to his left, picks out Berger, tight to the John Street stand. Gibbs-White thought about trying to lever it on, but in the end conceded possession, and now QPR stream forward. The blue and white hoops here with Elias Chair into the penalty area. Ball deflected behind off Jeremovic, and now it's QPR's turn to have a corner. So the ball is bent into the penalty area. McBurney's header veers away from the corner of the 6-yard box. It's picked up by Wallace. Been around the block, Lee Wallace, with Glasgow Rangers, amongst other places up and down the divisions. Now QPR stay on the attack. In it goes. There's McBurney for the second time in no time. It's bent high up towards the edge of the penalty area. Up it goes. Looping header. Elias Chair dancing, twisting, taking on Berger, who stands him up. In goes the cross. Arriving Hendrick gets a little nick on it, and actually that nick took it away from Adoma. The cross in the end came back in to the penalty area from Andre Gray as we enter stoppage time. So 1-0 Blades, as the referee Darren Bond calls half-time.
Sheffield United straight onto the ball early in this second half. McBurney down the line wins the throw. Berger, Baldock building down the right. Morgan Gibbs-White into the feet of Ollie McBurney. Looks to turn, it's flicked near side. Sander Berger will keep it in once again. The Norwegian international plays a delicious ball into Gibbs-White through the middle. Westwood will tip the ball out. Stevens coming in. It's blocked there. It so nearly fell to a man in red and white. Here's Baldock looking to burst down the right, trying to take on two blue and white hoop players. He's done brilliantly well with his strength. Wallace wants a free kick, doesn't get one. Baldock continues and gets a corner. Fleck, who's been excellent tonight, goes towards the back stick, a little bit too far, so Berger will go across and retrieve it. He's got Norwood just to the right of him. Norwood into the area. Egan coming in round the back, steers it across the middle. Jeremovic tries to keep it in. Hendricks played the ball out to the left-hand side here for Chair for QPR, who are looking to cut in field. Chair will take a strike, a couple of yards wide. Here's at Norwood over the top. Barbe with a header down. Berger will play it down to the right-hand side. Here's Gibbs-White on the edge of the box, takes a strike across. Didn't catch it as well as he'd have liked to, but it deflects back out to Gibbs-White near side. Here's Jeremovic. Berger, middle of the QPR half on the right. Drops the shoulder on Barbet, does brilliantly well. Can he pull a low ball into the area? He can. It's going to be shot towards goal by Stevens. Baldock is in there. Back to Gibbs-White on the edge of the box. Gibbs-White to chip it. Delicious from Gibbs-White. Just a yard over the top of the bar. Not many players would attempt that. Gibbs-White did. Just looking increasingly good as the ball's played over the top here for Gibbs-White. Round the back, takes the ball down on his chest. Kieran Westwood comes across, gets a block in. Here's Fleck with the corner from the right-hand side. Floats it towards the back stick, looking for Berger. Here's Adoma on the right. Stevens is with him. Adoma hits a deep ball over the top. Wallace down. Dykes will look to turn. He plays it back just outside the box of Field. Here's Chair. Sheffield United have men back. Chair over the top, but really starting to show what he's all about in red and white as Morgan Gibbs-White looking to turn Dunn here. Doesn't look like he pulled his man back, puts the ball behind for a corner. Plenty of jostling in the centre as Fleck goes towards the back stick looking for McBurney. It's going to drop down near Robinson. Cleared away. Ben Davies is there. Norwood plays it forward and then he is fouled late. Dickey does well against Gibbs-White. There's Norwood with a powerful header over the top. Dunn was playing Gibbs-White onside. Gibbs-White now with some space on the right. Crosses into the area. Dunn with the header away. Needed a little more height as McBurney was waiting on the back stick. Now Baldock. Gibbs-White. Down the right for Sheffield United, attacking the Kop end, 1-0 up in the second half. Berger, Robinson. Well, under pressure from a couple of blue and white hoop shirts, goes out to the left-hand side here for Ender Stevens. Stevens down the line, Dunn will intercept, Stevens goes in, it's going to be given away to McBurney. Now Fleck. Fleck will play it into the left-hand side, Stevens is flagged offside.
Never really in the game at Stoke at the weekend, although, as I've mentioned, as Wallace, as the ball is looped onto the net, it will be tipped over by Fodringham. In comes the QPR corner. Heads go up, it's partially cleared away. The ball spread on towards Dazelle. Dazelle keeps it in play. John Street's side of the ground. One or two moans and groans that he might not have done. Ball bent in field, looking for Dykes. QPR have had a decent amount of the ball in this second half, but not done a great deal with it. That may change now with Chair. In it goes into the penalty area from just about on the corner of the 6-yard box. Fleck took control and sends it high into the Bramall Lane end. So here comes the Queen's Park Rangers corner, bent high into the penalty area. Good punch through a crowd of players by Fodringham. Slice missed hit by Gibbs-White. Adoma picks up the ball. Central position 30 yards out. Wide it comes to the left. Chair sweeping cross in. Chair preparing this free kick just to the left of the D. It is up, but it's into the wall. The thick forehead of John Egan gets the ball away. Now the counter-attack is on. Daniel Jebison racing through the middle of the park. He's after the goalkeeper Westwood now. Here in the rain at Bramall Lane, Sheffield United are proving home is where the heart is. Jebison breaks on the right. Scuffed cross in that's deflected by Barbet to the on-rushing Osborne. It's very tight and congested. Lovely touch by Osborne to pick out Gibbs-White. In the end, from the apex of the penalty area, the shot on his left boot lacked any venom, and it's saved low down by Westwood to his left. And I think we're going to have 6 minutes of added time. Fleck brings the ball under control, pushing it clear. Blades counter-attacking. It's with Gibbs-White, who's got the freedom of the left to work into here. Gibbs-White to seal it. Lovely close control. Oh, and the shot from 12 yards out on the angle is inches wide of Kieran Westwood's left-hand post. As things stand, Queen's Park Rangers look as though they're spending an 8th season out of the top tier as Adoma's crosses leave it in from the right-hand side. Only partially cleared. Barbet into Chair, wriggling, twisting, turning, caught by Osborne, who snaps at him. And it's Chair who stands over the ball to the left-hand side, bent into the penalty area here. Heads go up, it will drop into the feet of Osborne, who dispatches it with real purpose. Twisting, turning, Chair. On it goes then to McCallum, but good anticipation by Baldock, who tracked his man to the byline. So a corner then again as QPR turn the screw looking for an equaliser. Can the Blades hold on? Adoma can stretch his legs down the right-hand side. Crossing into the penalty area, Fodringham gets there and it's turned behind. Fodringham was taken out, but the Queen's Park Rangers player who went for the ball got the final touch. Fodringham drives the ball upfield, full time! And there's a giant roar in victory for Sheffield United.